Welcome back to the lecture series of Computer-Aided Manufacturing. I am Neha Joshi, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Let's start our fourth chapter, that is Group Technology. In previous session, we had discussed about what is part coding system, optics classification system, advantages of group technology and limitation of group technology. In today's session, we will cover different topics like CAPP, which is Computer Aided Process Planning, then Variant Type CAPP, then Generative Type CAPP, and Hybrid CAPP. Now, what is process planning? Process planning acts as a bridge between design and manufacturing by translating design specification into manufacturing process details. Process planning is a group of activity which involves determining the sequence of manufacturing operations required to produce a given part, selecting the machine tools and cutting tools, and selecting the machining parameters. In short, process planning is the act of preparing the details of set of instructions to produce the finished part. The conventional process planning is done manually by the engineers from a process planning department. Now, what are the major functions of process planning? Now, major functions of process planning is concerned with the preparation of route sheet that list the sequence of operations and work centers required to produce the product and its component. That is analysis of requirement of finished part, selection of work piece, selection of manufacturing process, selection of machine tools, selection of cutting tools and inspection device, selection of various machining parameters. The final step in selection and determining of machining parameters like speed, feed, depth of cut and machining time. Now, what are the limitations of traditional process planning? The first limitation is it requires great amount of time and expertise. Second one is slow in responding to change in product design and production. The third limitation, it is difficult to identify the optimum process plan. And the last limitation is due to element of individual judgment. There can be a significant difference between the process plan prepared by the different planner. Now, due to the problem faced in the manual process plan, attempts have been made in the recent years to combine the experience, judgment and logic process planning into computer program. This has led to the development of computer-aided process planning or automated process planning. Now, what is computer-aided process planning? Computer-aided process planning is the use of computer technology to aid in the process planning of a computer part or product in a manufacturing. CAPP is linked between the CAD and CAM in that it provides for the planning of the process to be used in produce a design part. Here in the diagram, you can see how computer-aided process planning bridge between the computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing. From the 3D CAD model, process plan is formulated and according to process plan, automatic tool path is generated and manufacturing is done. Now, what are the advantages of CAPP? First advantage is reduce the process planning time. Then second one is reduce the cost of process planning. Then it accurate and optimum process plan, reduce manufacturing cost and facilitate the saving of material. Now, what are the limitations of CAPP? The quality of process plan depends upon the knowledge and background of process planning engineer. High initial investment is required in acquiring hardware and software. And last limitation is trained manpower is required to work on the system. Now we will discuss about various types of CAPP system. There are generally three types of CAPP system. First one is variant type CAPP, second one is generative type CAPP, and third one is hybrid type CAPP. Now, first type is variant type CAPP. Now, what is variant type CAPP system? This has evolved out of the traditional manual process planning method. A process plan for a new part is created by identifying and retrieving an existing plan for a similar part, followed by the necessary modification to adapt it to the new part. It is based on the group technology principle like part classification and coding. The coding allows the CAPP to select a baseline process plan for the part family and accomplish about 90% of the planning work. The planner aids the remaining 10% of the planning by modifying the base plan. If the code of the part does not match with the code stored in the database, a new process plan will be generated manually, then entered into the database to create a new baseline process plan for the future use. Now we will discuss various steps that are involved in variant type CAPP. The parts produced in the plant are grouped into a part family. For each part family, a standard-based process plan is developed and stored in the computer database against the code number of a part family. In order to develop a process plan for a new part, the user enters the part code number at a computer terminal. If the computer database contains a similar or identical code number, the process plan is retrieved and displayed on the screen. The standard-based process plan is examined by the user and edited as per requirement to make it compatible with the new part design. After editing, the process plan is stored against the code number of a new part in a computer database. If the new part under consideration does not belong to any existing part family, the entered code number of the part will not match with any one of the existing code number. In such case, new process plan is development and enter into the computer database. As you can see the flow diagram of the variant CAPP system. Now, what are the advantages of variant type CAPP system? First one is investment in hardware and software is not much. Reduced manpower requirement. And third advantage is large database is available. The new process plan can be developed in short time duration. Now, disadvantages of the variant type CAPP. First one is high initial investment is required, and second disadvantage is trained manpower is required. Now, second type of CAPP system, that is generative type CAPP system. Now, what is generative type CAPP system? Generative CAPP system is an automated approach to the process planning, unlike the variant type CAPP system. The generative CAPP does not require the assistance from the user to generate the process plan. Process plans are generated by means of decision logics, formulas, algorithms and geometry based data that are built or fed as input to the system. In that, the user input the geometric data and manufacturing data to a computer. The computer, with the help of set of algorithm, automatically generate the process plan. Now here in the diagram you can see various steps involved in the generative type CAPP, which are part description, then process plan algorithm, which is followed by the manufacturing database and new process plan. Now what are the advantages of generative type CAPP? First advantage is it is a fully automatic system and up-to-date process plan will be generated. In graphic input method, it is not required to input the data. It will directly interface with the CAD model. And last advantage is core operation system not require skilled manpower. Now, what are the limitations or disadvantages of generative type CAPP system? High-end hardware software setup required, and the generative CAPP system require major revision in design logic if new equipment and process capabilities become available. Now, last type of CAPP, that is hybrid CAPP system. Now, what is hybrid system? It is an advanced application of variant CAPP system with additional features of the generative CAPP system. The generative CAPP approach is used to create the process plan to the possible extent, and the variant approach is used to fill the remaining. The variant CAPP approach is used to relate the standard based process plan, and then the generative CAPP approach is used to modify it. For the simple and moderate feature parts, the variant CAPP approach is used, while for the complicated part feature, the generative CAPP approach is used. So thank you everyone for watching this video.